Are going live, I think, and we are there. Greetings, everyone.
Hola.
We are live. Let me make sure we got that going. Bueno. All right. I think we're good. I think we're live. Hopefully you guys can see us. Hopefully you all are doing well. Juan Carlos and I are just back from Las Vegas.
I don't know. I don't.
Are you not seeing us?
No. Wait. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. Turn them. Yeah. Yay! Except you need to be on this phone. Yeah. Sorry, we're getting set up here, folks. So I'm not sure who or what we have in the chat, but we got 3 of you. So hello to
you,
the 3 of you. Welcome to the chat. Don't forget you can use the little window over to the right and put in your comments, questions. Do you like our shirts? Show your shirt. We're being all festive tonight. Are you feeling festive, Juan Carlos?
Yeah.
You
I'm
are?
feeling confused right now. Wait.
You're confused? You got too much going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his cell phone, but then we're using this cell phone because this one's logged into our account. So we're figuring that out. Darian is here. Hey, Darian.
Hey, Darian.
Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Appreciate you joining us. And whoever else might be out there. As we let people trickle in, and then we'll kind of share with you what the plan is for tonight's live chat. Things have changed a little since this afternoon when I posted. We were real excited because we had the community tab open up for us today.
Yay.
So yay, that's a new thing that we have.
Took a week.
It took, it's been 8 days since we reached the 1,000 subscriber mark. So today we got a little overzealous because when we got the community tab, we sort of made an assumption that right away we would be able to live stream using our mobile devices.
Hi, Donna.
And unfortunately, no.
Donna.
Hey, Donna, welcome to the channel. Super happy that you're here. Hi, Don, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome from Arkansas.
Nice.
I like it. Very cool. What part of Arkansas are you in, Don? And Donna, where are you located? I don't think we've ever asked you where you are, but we really appreciate you being here. So anyway, as we were saying, just as a recap, we got that notification for the community tab, so we posted our first little notification out there today that we would do this live stream tonight. And our plan was that we wanted to do a little live streaming of us decorating our Christmas tree, etc. And we had hoped that we would be able to do that because we would be able to do it and be mobile with our mobile devices. But it turns out YouTube hasn't turned on that functionality for us yet. We are still being reviewed by YouTube and determining.
Amberly is on.
Oh, hey, Amberly. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome. So we're still being reviewed by YouTube. I had reached out to them today on Twitter, and they let me know that the account is still being reviewed. So in all actuality, we haven't even put up the tree yet. We're going to still do that. It's over here in a bag. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But we're kind of stuck because we've just got the laptop. So what we thought we would do with you all tonight, though, is share a little bit about our trip that we just got back from. We flew back last night.
Wait. Donna, she said that she's in Indiana.
Oh, okay, Indiana, cool.
And Don in Southeast Arkansas.
Southeast Arkansas?
Yeah.
Very good.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. It's funny when people say Arkansas.
Well, in Spanish, it's Arkansas.
I know, but we're in the USA now, and that's what we say here. But yeah, I get it. And you don't say Florida, you say Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Florida. We're in Florida. So anyway, we're happy to be with you guys tonight. We threw on our little festive shirts in anticipation of doing some holiday decorating. And aside from a couple candles out and the new pillow that we picked up when we were in Savannah, which we really like this pillow, that's where we're at so far with our decorations. We have a lot of work to do. And we had hoped that we were going to be able to do that with you guys watching. But because we're static on the laptop, it doesn't look like that's going to be possible tonight. So we thought we would do a Q&A with all of you and share with you our experiences that we just had in Las Vegas over the weekend. We have several more videos to edit, obviously, of our Vegas adventure.
Darian's asking, how old are you all?
How old are we? Darian, I am 52, and Juan Carlos is
37.
37.
You can find out a little more about us on our Who We Are video that is in our channel.
Yeah, the home video, it kind of gives you a little description.
Hello, Ricky.
Hey, Ricky, welcome. Good to see you. Hopefully we caught you in between dog walks tonight. He seems like he's always having to take his dog out when we do a live chat. So I'm drinking some coffee in my little festive Starbucks Christmas cup.
How much money did you lose?
How much money did we lose? I'd rather not say, but I will promise you. Well, in all actuality, we pretty much broke even. In the sense of, I know Juan Carlos is sad. He's not really into gambling very much. And we did sit down at some machines and gambled for a little bit in hopes that we would win, because we were traveling with a couple friends of ours, and one of our friends actually won. One time he won $1,400, and the other time he won like just a little over $1,000. So we were like all excited because he won, but wah wah. No, we did not. But we won in the sense that we had a great time, and we got to do a lot of fun things. So
yeah, but gambling is not.
Gambling is not for him. I enjoy gambling more than he does. So if we're together, we probably don't gamble very much because it's not too exciting for him. Do we smoke cigarettes? Darian, no, neither of us smoke. We are not smokers. Just not our thing. Thankfully. That's another thing about the casinos, too, out in Vegas. We didn't enjoy... When we were in the casino, they allowed people to smoke, so it was a little frustrating. Sometimes somebody would light up a cigarette and be sitting next to you. And
Donna's asking if we got to see any good shows. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Great question, Donna, and that will lead us into our conversation tonight and our Q&A. So go ahead and ask questions. But the whole reason we flew to Vegas was to go see
Shania Twain.
We did. We went. Shania Twain opened up her new residency in Las Vegas at the Planet Hollywood Hotel and Casino, and we saw her show on Saturday night. She opened the show on Friday night out there, so we got to see her second performance. And aside from a couple audio technical issues, she was amazing. The show was fantastic. It's a visual feast for the eyes. It was a spectacle for sure. And for Shania Twain, who I think she's 54 years old, yes. I believe. And the fact that she's pretty much on stage the entire time, except for some costume changes, several of them, where she runs off and changes but comes right back out. And she is high energy and puts on one hell of a show. It was a blast. We had a great time. We got some more questions?
Darian said that he's going to the casino for New Year's with his family here in Memphis.
Oh, in Memphis. Yeah, I've been to some of those casinos up there in Tennessee. Aren't they there? I know there's a Harrah's up there, and I forgot the name of the other one. There's several on the other side of the river, just outside of Tennessee. You'll have a good time, Darian. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you like it, then great.
Yeah.
Most people like it. I just find it boring to sit in front of a machine and just hit a button waiting for something to randomly happen. if there was something that you can do, that you can use your brain to, make the machine do something, then I would probably enjoy it. But there's nothing you can do. You can just sit and hit the button once and again and over and over and over and over again. That's it. So for me, that's boring.
Was not his thing. And neither of us are big card players or craps or roulette, any of those games. I know how to play Blackjack 21, and I'm sure it would be a game that you would be good at it because he likes math, but we didn't really play it. I find it, a lot of those, especially the big casinos on the Las Vegas Strip, they have minimum bets of like $20. and that's a little high stakes for us. So I don't want to spend that much money. If I could find like the $5 tables, but I don't see those in those big giant casinos.
Anyway, continuing with our
With Shania, yeah. Why don't you tell them your thoughts about Shania?
Well, she was a lot better than I thought the show was going to be because I always liked Shania. Like I remember her song back in the '90s. I love those songs, but I didn't really know a lot about her work as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I probably will enjoy the show and the music, but I was not sure how good it was going to be um, for me. And I was surprised that it was amazing, great, and I like energetic, a lot of people. So yeah, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it surpassed my expectations too because although I'm a fan of Shania Twain, and again, I've been listening to her since back in '99 when she came out with "I Feel Like a Woman," that song which put her
In the list.
on the list, so to speak, and even the songs, pretty much most of the songs I had heard, with the exception of a couple at the very beginning, I didn't really know.
Yeah, at the very beginning, like the first 4 or 5 songs, I didn't know. I was like, those songs were still good,
They
and I
were,
enjoyed
yeah.
them.
Mhm.
But I was like, oh my god, I probably this is one of those concerts that you go and maybe you know 2 songs.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, it was after those songs, those first songs, she started playing her classics.
Right, right.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it was great, and she does a really nice combination of keeping the audience engaged and a perfect balance of anecdotal stories where she'll stop the show and talk to the audience. And there's a couple moments in the show where she does some audience participation, which was really fun.
And the dog.
Yes, and she does one song that was just beautiful where she brings her dog on stage with her, and she's got a beautiful Labrador Retriever who was just the sweetest dog and just laid there the whole entire time listening to her sing and was definitely one of those little special moments. So there's a lot of warm and fuzzies. And then, obviously we're a couple gay men, but you ladies in the audience and you other gay men that are watching us, there is some eye candy on the stage. She has 8 male dancers with her who start out the show fully clothed, and by the end of the show, it's almost like a Chippendales review. They're like,
hey,
anyway,
Steven.
just letting you know, there's some eye candy. Oh, hey, Steven. Welcome to the channel, or welcome to the chat. So, any questions about Shania Twain? Oh, and the other thing I'll say about the show is that the lighting and the visual effects in the show were amazing. The staging was very simple, but the fact that they were able to change the staging by the use of projections and without having to build really fancy sets and props, it was extremely well done.
The only thing that I missed was her on the screen.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Our seats were not up close. We were pretty far back, so it would have been nice if there was cameras on her and maybe side screens like you see at a lot of concerts where you could get a chance to really kind of see her up close.
Hi, Kevin. He's in...
Checking in from MNV. I'm not sure what is MNV. Where is that?
New Mexico. Mostly.
So Kevin, where is MNV? Not sure. Hello, Jelly Duck.
Hello,
hey,
Peps.
peeps.
Hey, Peeps. Hey,
Hey,
Jelly
peeps.
Duck.
So anyway, so that's our experience with Shania Twain, which is the main reason we went to Vegas, and we decided to see another show while we were in Vegas. And Sunday night, we went to the Wynn Hotel and we saw La Reve.
La Rêve.
La Reve. And
Dream.
The Dream. It's called La Reve, The Dream, and that show is beyond mesmerizing, brilliant, visually stunning, awesome, and it was just, it was pretty amazing. I'd seen the show many years ago when La Reve first opened. It's a different show than it was when I first saw it. So why don't you tell them what you thought of La Reve? What were your standouts of that show?
I want to say it's similar to Cirque du Soleil, so you can have
Yeah.
an idea, but it's also different because it's not Cirque du Soleil. So it's also different. It's a lot
Right.
of acrobatics, dance, music. It's got a story, beautiful visual effects. So yeah, I mean, my favorite part was one of the dancing parts. Um, I I found that just it was just beautiful,
Right.
and I appreciate all the effort, all the strength that these people has to develop in their daily trainings because the movements that they do, the positions that they hold, it's just a lot. You need a lot of strength, and I know that just because I practice yoga, and a lot of those are kind of similar to yoga poses. I'm like, you have to be really strong to hold that position, and sometimes they are holding it with other people on top of them, and
Yeah, it's amazing.
or with props and stuff like that. So yeah, I just appreciate how dedicated they are and how beautiful everything looks.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and one of the standout things for me in that show, and I was aware of it going into, there's a gentleman in the show, and if you ever get a chance to see it, or you can even go on YouTube, forgive me, I can't remember his name, but after the video, I'll put it in the description post video. I'll look it up for you. But there is one of the acrobats in the show who is actually an amputee below. He had to have his foot amputated. And it's a really heartwarming story. I'd seen a documentary about him. He's been featured on television a lot. Where a couple months, anyway, he had suffered some traumatic injuries in a motorcycle accident and ultimately resulting in the loss of his foot. And while he was in the recovery process, a couple months after the accident, he had previously auditioned to perform in the show Reve. And the casting director reached out to him while he was in his recovery because she had found out after he got, I'm sorry, not while in recovery, he had gotten out of recovery and was in Vegas visiting some friends and had come to see the show. She reached out to him and invited them backstage, where she had surprised him with the entire cast of the show was there, and basically said to him, if you can figure out a way to do the same things that you did in your audition without your leg, then you have a job here. And what ended up happening is obviously that motivated him. And apparently, within 8 months of that meeting, and all of the hard work and dedication, he's now been performing in the show as one of the regulars for a couple of years. And he was in the show that we saw on Sunday night. And I remember seeing him, especially at the end in the curtain call. And I remember that whole story. And it was, anyway, it was a very heartwarming. And the fact that the production company of Reve did that, reached out to him, I think is pretty awesome. So that makes me happy.
Darian is wait.
Got some questions.
Kev,
Kevin said he was from somewhere. I think he
yeah,
responded.
wait. I'm trying to find. Well, Steve said that like the shirts. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steven. These are our fun
Then-
Christmas shirts.
And then Darian
As I
is
stick my
asking-
belly out, sorry.
Darian's asking, what are we doing for New Year's? And wait.
Okay.
And then Kevin said that is Mountain View.
Oh, Mountain View. So that's Nevada.
Okay.
That makes sense. And speaking of mountains, Kevin, our first day in Vegas, we flew out there last Thursday, and on Friday, we spent the entire day on Mount Charleston, which was beautiful because on, I guess, Thursday night, there was a fresh coating of snow that happened up on Mount Charleston. So we got to have a snow-filled day up on Mount Charleston, and it was beautiful. And for us, that's exciting because Costa Rica and Florida, we don't get much snow. We don't get snow. So
You can get some frost in the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Mountains in Costa Rica, but that's about it.
yeah. But
Then-
we filmed a lot while we were up there, so we have an entire video of
Yes,
our day
yeah,
at Mount
yeah.
Charleston coming up.
And then, well, let's Joyce, Josie.
What?
Love
Where?
this couple so much.
Oh, thank you.
Josie.
Josie, Not sure how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much. I really appreciate
you.
that. It's Mountain View, California. Sorry, Kevin. I know I've heard of Mountain View, but I wasn't quite sure exactly where it was.
So let's go in order and let's reply to Dario first. So for New Year's, we have a trip to first Savannah for Christmas with family, and
then for New Year's, Darian, we're going to be in California, and we're excited because on New Year's Day, we are going to see the Rose Parade in Pasadena.
Yep.
Super excited. We've got some VIP tickets to see the Rose Parade. So we're actually not going to be up very late on New Year's Eve. We'll probably be in bed before midnight because we have to be early, like, 5:30 in the morning at the viewing area for the parade. So, yeah, that's our New Year's Eve plan. But we're not big party people anyway, so that's fine with us. And what were the other questions?
Then Kevin says south of San Francisco.
Oh, south of Frisco. Yeah, San Francisco. I'm assuming Frisco is San Francisco.
And then Donna is asking, did you go see Zach
Bejan's Haunted Museum? No, we didn't go to the Haunted Museum.
I don't know what's that.
I don't know who Zach is, but I'm assuming that's in Las Vegas. I know there's a bunch of... Yeah, I do know that there's a haunted museum there. I've never been to that, Donna. That'd be something we could check out in the future. I had suggested to him going during the day one day. I want to go, and I've never been there, is it's the Neon Graveyard, or they call it the Boneyard, which is basically the Neon Museum, and it's all the old signs from all the old Vegas hotels, etc. I definitely want to check that out next time we're in Vegas. Not sure what time or when we're going to go to Vegas again. We've been out there a few times.
Yeah.
So somebody says you watched all our videos?
Wow. Thank you.
That's a lot of time you spent in front of your screen. We really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Was there a particular thing that jumped out at you? One of our videos that really resonated with you? Curious.
Ricky says that he's seen our photos on Instagram. Oh, thank you, Ricky. We know that.
Yeah, I know. Ricky, we appreciate you engaging with us all the time. Very much so. Thank you.
And Kevin, have fun in Pasadena.
Yes, we're looking forward to Pasadena. In addition to Pasadena, we're going to be in Anaheim, and we're going to be spending some time at Disneyland the first week of January. And we're super excited about that because, as you all know, if you watch the channel, we're huge fans of Disney, so we get to do that. So we're very excited.
Kevin, I have to teach you city codes.
Okay, yeah, please do, Kevin. Let us know.
Darian is asking who's better driving. He is. I don't like to drive. I drive only if I have to.
Yeah, Juan Carlos, yeah. I'm pretty much the one behind the wheel. And not that he's a bad driver, he just doesn't like doing it. So. The Boneyard's really cool, Steven says. Oh, cool.
And Donna said he does Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel on Saturday night.
Oh, I've seen those. Some of those. I think he went to Costa Rica to, what's the name by where we live? The asylum. It's not far from where we are in Costa Rica. Is the most haunted, considered the most haunted place in Costa Rica.
El Sanatorio.
Yeah, the sanatorium.
Sanatorio Durán.
Yeah.
Durán.
And we went there prior to doing our YouTube channel, so I told him we need to go back so that we can do a YouTube video of the sanatorium in the future. Because I wasn't filming, I have a lot of photographs of it, but not.
Brian, Olis, ¿cómo están? Hola, Brian.
Hola, Brian. Pura vida. I hope you're doing well. And so yeah, it's nice to be back here for a few days, at least a week and a half. Wants to know.
He likes our matching shirts.
Thanks.
Thank you. And I want.
We decided to get in the Christmas spirit tonight. That's why we put them on.
Yeah.
Because again, if you saw our post earlier, our intent was to do a little Christmas decorating with our tree tonight, and unfortunately, I ended up working a little late. Then we had to get dinner, and then YouTube has not turned on our ability to do live stream from our mobile device yet, so we're sort of restricted. Even though we reached the 1,000 subscribers, which you need to be able to do that, they're quote unquote still reviewing us and say that it could take a few more weeks before they turn on that functionality. So just one of those things, I guess. YouTube's busy.
You have to do nothing but wait.
We have to wait.
I guess their AI is not so fast.
I know. So we did get a nice email from YouTube though, like a couple days after we reached the milestone, with like a congratulations, you know, that they were proud of us for reaching this new milestone. And we have noticed that since we did reach the 1,000, that YouTube is pushing our videos out a little bit more, and we've been picking up more subscribers than we had prior to that. So I guess that's a good thing.
Like this Josie.
Yeah, like just how many hours? I have no idea how many hours of video we have on the channel at this point, but
and Josie says, "Hope I can find my partner like you guys." I hope so too.
We hope you find your partner too. And just remember, when you least expect it, you probably will. That's what happened with us. We were not looking for each other when we found each other, but we certainly got lucky and blessed. For sure. So
Ricky says, I watched a mother YouTube live with thousands of followers, and they had several issues today.
Oh, okay. Another YouTube live had issues today. So, yeah, I know that there was something, because I sent a message via Twitter to YouTube earlier asking about the live stream, and I saw there were a bunch of
Queens?
No, a bunch of queens. There were a bunch of people also reaching out to YouTube today for other reasons. A lot of us creators, I guess, were having issues with the platform today for whatever reason. It happens. So also in Vegas, one of our other favorite things to do out there, and if you can't tell, I'm looking a little gordo tonight. This has probably got Chima written all over.
Huh?
The extra food that we eat when we're in Vegas.
I don't think we ate that much.
Oh, but we ate good stuff.
Oh, wow. Well, a chica dot stack of arepas.
Yes.
Wow.
So recently we posted a video of us eating at Chica in Miami, which is a restaurant by Chef Lorena Garcia. And the original Chica is in Las Vegas at the Venetian. And that's where we were staying while we were out there at the Venetian. So, of course, we decided Sunday morning to do brunch at Chica.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, let me tell you, if you ever find yourself in Vegas on Saturday or Sunday, go to Chica and treat yourself to the amazing, yummy
Food.
corn arepas. Yeah, the food is fantastic.
The sweet
there.
corn arepas.
The sweet corn arepas.
Actually, they are called, in the menu, it's called a sweet corn pancakes.
Yes.
And in our video, you will see why we keep saying arepa. We will.
Yeah, we explained there's a difference between an arepa in Costa Rica, where he is from, versus arepa in most of Latin America. So, but we do explain it in a future video coming up. You'll hear about it.
Kevin is asking, how about Black Bear Diner? It was fantastic.
Black Bear Diner was amazing. And have you been there, Kevin? My friend Amy that lives in Vegas, and she's been out there 27 years, I think. It's one of her favorite places where she goes and her family goes. And so the Black Bear Diner was a great place where we went and had breakfast with her. We did that on, what day was that? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. That was really yummy. Yeah, we posted a picture.
Yeah.
That was on Saturday.
Look, this stagehand Jay. Hi guys, I built the stage she performed on last time she came through Tulsa.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
So, are you a stagehand at the Tulsa Theater, and that's your home base theater, or do you travel or make yourself travel? My background is in live entertainment production, FYI. So, we speak the same language there, buddy. But that's very cool. Yeah, you would be really impressed when you see the stage setup at this theater in Vegas. It's unbelievable. What is it? Why do we have volume? I can hear myself talking.
Well, now you know what it feels like.
Oh, Juan Carlos, throw me some shade.
I did.
Throwing me some shade. So we are open for Q&A. What are you all? Anybody doing anything exciting? Traveling anywhere exotic for the holiday? We're curious. I would love to know.
Okay, said that is one in Sunnydale, California.
Oh,
Sunnydale,
okay.
Sunnydale.
Yeah, my friend Amy did mention that they have several locations, that restaurant.
Yeah, but I love that place. Everything was themed. Everything was bears in the cups, bears in the
The napkins.
the napkins, in the cartons.
Yeah, everything.
Everywhere. It was cute.
Apparently, the one that we went to in Vegas is the original, Kevin. It's the first one. I guess they started there.
Bears, bears, bears.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And we like bears. We identify with the bear community. Wow. We've been told that we're part of that community as well, which is cool. So what else? What other highlights were there in Vegas? We're going to feature in our video. I'll give you a little preview. When we did on Saturday afternoon, we had our friend Amy drop us off at the Bellagio Hotel, and we kind of do a little video about our top 3 things you can do for free in Vegas outside of the casinos, and the Bellagio is part of that. Obviously, they have the beautiful conservatory on the inside of the hotel, and it's always decorated different for the seasons. And right now for Christmas, it's spectacular.
Just too crowded, but it's
It's
beautiful.
packed, yeah, lots of people. And then the Bellagio Fountain Show, which is spectacular, and you can go out front and see that, and that's free. So yeah, there's a lot of free things to do in Vegas, and so you can stay tuned for that. We'll have some more tips and some insider scoop for you guys.
Darian is asking if we saw Matt and Eric live stream. No, we did not, because we were doing stuff in Vegas. So, and when I tried to play it later, but it was banned. So
Yeah, unfortunately, their live stream got banned because they were playing Christmas music.
he's Matt and Eric. We were talking about them, and here they are.
There
Thank
they
you,
are, Matt and
Thank
Eric. Darian was just asking if we got to see your live stream, and we went to go watch your live stream.
But
Wah, wah.
it was banned, which sucks.
Yeah, I know,
mean,
it sucks. Because I understand the rules of copyrights and all of that, but it's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, come on. It was a Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Christmas song that has been there for like hundreds of years, and now someone is like taking them, and it's like,
I know. It is what it is.
It is what it is. What can you do?
But anyway. So, yeah, just as a quick update, too, for anybody that's joined us recently, our original plan was that we were going to be doing some Christmas decorating.
With no music.
With no music, because we learned from Matt and Eric. Thanks, guys. But we're instead having a live chat and talking about Christmas stuff in our trip to Vegas, because YouTube has not turned on our ability yet with regard to our mobile capability to do live stream. We're still waiting for approval. Wah, wah. We got excited today. We thought we were going to have it because they opened up the community tab, and we were like, oh, yay, we're finally getting turned on. But nope. YouTube is still holding
Brian
us
is
hostage.
leaving a super happy and lovely couple. Oh.
Buenas noches, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Ciao, ciao.
He has to go back to work.
Oh,
So
wow.
late. Wow.
He's working late in Costa Rica. I wonder if he works in a probably call center or something.
Maybe.
Late nights in Costa Rica.
Then Station J says, I bounce around between 9 venues in the local area. I have toured as production manager and as a guitar tech for the Cult, Pentatonics,
Grateful Dead.
Wow, Ritual, and Coven.
And Coven. Wow. Well, those are fun tours to be on.
You busy.
Yeah, you had a good time, I'm sure, on the Grateful Dead tour and the Cult tour. And by the way, Pentatonics, I love their a cappella music. It's beautiful. So I bet that was fun. They do some cool staging. I've seen them in concert. So good for you. Sounds fun. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, and you're local, and that's a really good thing because it's challenging to be on the road. I was on tour for a couple of years with Disney, and it was exhausting being in hotels all the time.
Matt and Eric said that they knew that would happen, but they didn't think that it was going to be banned.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Hey, Matt and Eric, did YouTube give you a what do they call it? I know you get it's like the 3 strikes and you're out. Did that count as an actual strike against your channel, or did they just ban it, take it down, and give you a warning? I'm just curious. Hopefully, it wasn't a strike, because that would stink. I was watching earlier. There was an interview with one of the YouTubers who has millions of subscribers, interviewing the CEO, and that was one of the questions that he had posed to her about copyrights and music and things of that nature, and um, you know, proposing that YouTube maybe work with artists and creators to come up with ways where, let's say we decided we wanted to do a video, and a friend of ours is a musician and is willing to give us usage rights of the song for a video, and that maybe there'd be a way where YouTube would allow us, if we were monetized, to split the monetization with the artist. And it's something that the CEO of YouTube said that they were certainly interested in pursuing. But so maybe there'll be some changes in the future.
Muffin Eric said that they didn't get a strike, just banned it.
Okay, well that's good news. That's at least a positive.
And Stagehand Jay says, Pentatonics was my last tour, and I do mean the very last tour. Then Andrew Martin say, hi, Ricky.
Yeah, I totally understand what you mean by last tour. I remember when I came off a tour, my final tour, which was many, many, many long years ago, and I was like, I just don't think I could do it again. And at one point I was offered another opportunity to take another show on the road, and I actually turned it down because the thought of living out of a suitcase and traveling that much again just did not appeal to me. So I get it. Totally get it. Although it's fantastic. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it gets tiring when you do it for a while. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because of that experience. I've actually visited 49 out of the 50 states in the USA, and I've been all over Europe and many, many countries around the world because of touring. So for that, I'm grateful. And it gave me a love for travel. But I like to travel on my own terms.
And he said that I turned 49 on Friday and just too old to live out of luggage these days. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yep, that's cool. 49. You're young. You got so much life ahead of you. Enjoy it.
And Muffin Eric said that they got, we saw that in your post that you got 20 copyright.
Wow, 20. That's a lot. But yeah, I mean, every single song, if you guys were streaming for a while, I get it, I guess. It's a shame. That's a lot of copyrights. So, we're going to be decorating over the next couple days. We even though we're not going to be here for Christmas, we're still going to put up a tree. We're going to put some lights on the house outside and a little more decorating on the inside of the house. Nothing crazy, but it'll feel good in here. So once we do that, we'll go ahead and record us putting up, parts of the tree so that we can share that with you guys, and we'll share our Christmas tree in a future video. So stay tuned for that because we have several. I have a lot of editing to do. I got a lot of videos to put up. Our next video that we're going to post is actually going to be from 2 weeks ago when we stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So we're going to be posting that, and then we'll have our Vegas videos. And we had a great time. We had a little snowball fight up on the mountain on Friday.
That was fun.
Juan Carlos, I was being nice and just like gently throwing the snow at Juan Carlos. And what did you do to me?
No sé.
You took a big giant snowball and threw it so hard, and it shattered on my back.
Mm.
You threw. What do you mean? He was like a mean kid, weren't you?
I was.
Remember, we're talking to people too. You can't just stare at the phone the whole time.
I am trying to keep up with the chat.
Don't worry about the chat so much.
Well, it's the way that we interact with people.
It's true. Because it just looks like you're like, wah, wah, I'm staring at my phone. So anyway, what other questions do you guys have for us? Anything? What else did we do in Vegas that was fun?
I just like walking around the strip and people watching. There's some interesting characters up and down, and then the
Yeah, the
the,
people watching is great.
the scary characters, and then the Bellagio fountain.
Fountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
we love that show. But yeah, the funny thing, we laughed so hard that just the when he says
Hi,
scary.
Debo.
Hey Devo, when he says scary characters, let me tell you, we saw I don't know how many versions of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse we saw, but each one of them was more scary than the other. There was one Minnie Mouse walking around basically with her head off of her thing, smoking a cigarette. That was interesting. It just made me laugh. I'm like, you would never ever see that at Disney World. Uh, and then we saw a Chewbacca that was the most frightening Chewbacca. Anyway, it was just funny. So at least it made us laugh.
So let's see what else. Go inner tubing. I don't know what's that.
Inner
Inner
tubing,
tubing. I don't know what's that.
which is like floating on in a river in a tube, like in a tire tube.
Ah, like the one in Parque Diversiones. Okay,
Yeah. Who said something about that?
Kevin. It was too cold to do that in Vegas this time.
Oh yeah. It was really chilly in Las Vegas.
And then Don is asking anything type of Christmas tradition that do as a couple. I guess the Christmas tree.
Yeah,
For the past 4 years.
5 years.
Yes, yeah, we've been making a tree in our house in Costa Rica, which I like because wherever we go in any city that we go, we always get Christmas decoration with the name of the city, with an illustration of the city, whatever the representative of the city, and then when you're putting the decorations, it's like a journey through your year.
Right.
So I love that. But this time we won't be doing that because we'll be here and we don't have those decorations here.
Yeah, so we keep all of the travel decorations, I guess is the best way to call them, for Costa Rica. And for the last 4 years, we've spent Christmas in Costa Rica, but this year we're spending Christmas here in the USA. So although our tradition together is doing those types of ornaments, we're still going to decorate a tree here. And my tree here, I've started collecting many years ago, all hand-blown glass ornaments made by Christopher Radko. So the tree that we have here, you'll see when we show it to everybody. We'll post pictures. And actually, there's a picture in our community tab right now from back in 2015 of that particular tree with those kind of ornaments. And that's what we'll be doing. But other traditions, I'm excited because Juan Carlos has not spent Christmas with my family. We've spent Christmas with his family for the last 4 years. So he'll get to experience some of the tradition that we do. For example, in Costa Rica, on Christmas Eve, his family opens all of the presents and you get together with the family and have a dinner and a
But
meal.
after midnight.
But you wait, everybody stays up until midnight and then you open your presents. That's different than my family. Instead, on Christmas Eve, we traditionally, my family, we make Italian sausage and peppers, and that's something we've done my whole life. So we'll do that again this year, and he gets to experience that because he's never done that.
I'm not waiting until next morning. I'm opening my gifts.
We only open one gift
No.
on Christmas Eve,
Mhm.
and then the next morning,
I'm telling my mom.
nope. So he has to do it our way this year. So yeah. What do you guys do? Any traditions in your families or your homes?
And then, Vivo was asking such a similar question that what are you looking forward to most for Christmas? While being together with family.
Yeah, for me, it's 100% being
Yeah.
together for family.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, no matter if you have presents or not, for me the present is be with family and people that I love.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going into this Christmas for my family in particular. And again, I'm not going to bring things down, but just to share with you all. And if you watched the last video that I posted of us in Savannah, at the end of that video, you saw we were in front of my sister's house. Unfortunately, last year on Christmas Day, I'm the oldest of 6 children, and one of my sisters passed away actually on Christmas, which was devastating to say the least. And so this is our first Christmas together since her passing. And so we're going to be together as a family, and we're focusing on celebrating Christmas and moving forward and finding a way to celebrate her memory for all of us, and especially for her children. And my niece Amberly, who she was in here on the chat earlier. Hopefully, I don't know if she still is or not. But it's real important that we all get together this Christmas and work together to have a great holiday. Because Christmas is something that we all as a family have loved our whole entire lives, as most people in the world do. If you celebrate Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas and you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any other holiday, you know, that family time is what's most important.
Let's see what else we have here. Well, Station said, been doing this music thing all my life. Was in a band, raised by a concert promoters. Been found stage work for 15 years now.
Wow.
Tired of the long days.
Yeah, that's a different world than even I was in. The rock and roll world is even more difficult. I think. Well, I guess it all depends. Live stage production.
Ricky's asking about No Gondola Ride. No, we haven't done that. I don't. It's kind of. I mean, I think I will save that for the real Venice.
Oh, the gondola ride in Vegas? Yeah, we didn't do that.
And then Kevin, that's on Disney. No, it's true. It's a no.
Uh-huh.
Or it's not to be. And no, Darren, we do not. I don't wear cowboy boots. I don't.
I do.
And then
I have a pair of cowboy boots, but Juan Carlos does not.
And he was laughing about my telling mom joke. Kevin says that he has Hallelujah chorus is sung at midnight.
Oh, that's cool.
That's one of his traditions.
That's
cool.
A beautiful song.
Beautiful.
We love that song.
And Ricky hit the like button, people, before exiting. Oh, thank you, Ricky. So sorry to hear. Thoughts and prayers for you all through the day.
Oh, thank you, Devo. I appreciate that. So sad. Yeah, it was very sad. And not going to lie and say it wasn't sad. But I will tell you that as sad as that was, in processing the passing, especially of a sibling or a loved one or a family member, and it hasn't been a full year yet, there's not a day that goes by where I don't think about her. But the thing that I do each day when I do think of her is I think about the mantra of our channel, and happiness is a lifestyle. And I had a conversation with her not too long before she passed away about our YouTube channel and about Juan Carlos and I, and we were talking about happiness, and we were talking about the things that make each other happy. And so I really kind of hold on to the memory of that conversation that I had with her, and that really helps me get through the day every single day. And knowing that there was never anything left unsaid between her and I, so that's a good thing. And so for that, I'm very, very thankful and grateful. And I actually look forward to honoring her in trying to pass on this journey of happiness that we're on.
Yes, Amanda, you actually made
it. Yay, she's here.
And then Ricky said, JC has some nice black leather army boots in a photo on Instagram.
Yes, he does.
If he's like to see. Yeah, those are Dr. Martens. I like those kind of boots.
He likes his combat boots.
Yeah, those are great. Those are great, but for metal concerts, it's a must.
Yeah, and there's a little known fact if you don't know about Juan Carlos, he's a huge fan of heavy metal music. And your favorite band from Germany is called
Rammstein. Devo, no, you did not miss the Christmas decoration. We decided to postpone that because at this point we are still not able to live stream with the phone. So we would be stuck to the computer, so it was going to be a little complicated. We will do some of the Christmas decorations tomorrow, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll film it
Yeah.
for a regular YouTube video that we'll
Yeah,
post
just
up.
short video.
So you didn't miss it. We wanted to share it, but unfortunately, YouTube hasn't turned on that capability for us yet. We're waiting, but we're at the mercy of the YouTube reviewers to be able to turn that on.
Kevin said that when family member passes during the holidays, I don't say happy holidays, more like holiday greetings.
It's fine.
I mean,
And
it's
for me,
fine.
Kevin, you could say happy holidays because
We'll still be happy.
we're still going to find happiness.
Yeah.
And especially when we're focused, my family and I, we have all had many conversations about it, and we're going into this knowing that we're going to focus our day on good memories and spending happy times together. So that's okay. Yeah, it's one of those things I always find interesting. It's a very difficult thing when somebody passes away and you haven't been through it. And much like myself, up until a year ago, I hadn't experienced that type of loss. And you never really know what to say or how to say it or whatever. But I will say from my own perspective over the past year, I would rather people just come out and say whatever it is that they want to say or ask whatever questions they want to ask about the grieving process. Because for me, I like the brutal honesty of people more than I like tiptoeing around or those types of things. That's just me personally, and it sort of opened me up to understanding and having more empathy, I think, for other situations. So Darian likes cowboy boots. Darian, why am I not surprised that you like cowboy boots? I think you also like sneakers, and I think you like any kind of boot. What else would he like? Sandals. I know that you like sandals because I know you mentioned that on Matt and Eric's channel. Are Matt and Eric, are you guys still here? Did we lose you? Just curious. Hopefully they're still around. And if you're on our channel, by the way, and you haven't had a chance, I highly recommend you go check out Matt and Eric. They have an awesome YouTube channel. And subscribe to those guys. What did Darian or Ricky said something about you? I can't see that far away. Wait.
Ricky says, I bet YouTube is waiting to see if you new followers keep following. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's funny you say that because I sent in a question via Twitter to YouTube today, and that was sort of part of their response was that in the review process they're
Bye, Devo. He's got to go.
Bye, Devo. Thanks for tuning
watching.
in. But according to YouTube, that they monitor or they're reviewing our channel and making sure that our subscribers are not spam subscribers and that our subscribers are sticking around, etc. So yeah, you're absolutely 100% right. But I will say though that we've picked up, we seem to be getting more subscribers per day now that we reached that 1,000 mark. So like in the last week, we've picked up a lot of subscribers.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
That's okay. So, yeah, it's interesting.
And
Stagehand J says, Juan Carlos, we could be our headbanger groove. My man is not into metal. I don't see your husband as a headbanger. Yeah, I'm not as much a headbanger. Believe it or not, though, I will tell you, you'll be surprised to know, Stagehand J, that back in the day, in the 80s, I was into some pretty hardcore, heavy core. I never like to call it punk rock, but I called it decadent alternative music. But I used to dye my hair. I had a mohawk. I had purple, green, blue, black. I also was in a band for a short time. And so, yeah, I was into heavy stuff. I was at a Dead Kennedys concert back in 1984 and jumped up on the stage and then stage dove out into the crowd. Ended up in the hospital because I sliced my arm open on somebody's spikes on their jacket. So I had my days. I'm a little more mellow now.
Kevin says Gary wants to do some. Who's Gary? Your partner? He said Gary wants to do some SH. kicking with those boots? I don't get. I
They,
don't get
sh means the shit, that other, the bad word.
that. Oh, oh.
That's an expression. Crap kicking. Gonna kick the crap.
You.
Not literally. It means like kicking some ass,
Oh.
kicking some booty. Not
Okay.
like you have
Uh,
to forgive Juan Carlos because sometimes the translation he thinks you're talking about real poop.
I mean, it might be.
Yeah, it's an expression.
Oh, Donna is asking if you decorate your the tree that you planted for your sister.
Yeah, we didn't. My sister Shannon, her house is that tree is decorated, and it gets decorated for every holiday throughout the year. So the tree, in honor of my sister, it just had some Halloween decorations on it. Now it's got Christmas decorations. In the spring, it'll get Easter decorations. So throughout the year, it'll be decorated for all of the various holidays, and I think that's pretty cool. And the tree will continue to grow as and my sister's not planning on leaving that home anytime soon. They're actually working on doing some expansion to it, so that tree will be in the family for a long time.
And then Ricky said, I also share on my Facebook page your channel. Oh, thank you, Ricky.
Ricky, that's awesome.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it very much. And yeah, all of the support from all of you who've been watching us for a long time, and those of you who are new, we can't thank you enough. It really means the world to us that you're tuned in and that you find us interesting, because sometimes we find each other pretty boring. Sometimes, not always. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've got a lot of things happening over the next few weeks. It's sort of daunting. But yeah, between now and February, we've got a lot planned. So, and then maybe we'll take we're not going to take a break from YouTube, but we'll take a break from traveling maybe for a month or so and just chill, which would be good. Somebody said, let's see, don't AKA what you can do for your country. Ask what your country has been doing. Oh, the dead Kennedys. That's great. Jello Bianco. So you're familiar with that, huh, Ricky?
Kevin says, time for hot chocolate. Then go get it.
Ooh, hot chocolate sounds good. We had really good hot chocolate up on Mount Charleston. Up at not at the very top of Mount Charleston, but on your way up Mount Charleston, there's the Mount Charleston Lodge. And Mount Charleston, FYI, is outside of Vegas. And it's only about a 45 minute drive from the Vegas Strip. And we had some hot cocoa as well as a nice lunch up there, and there was snow, and it was just lovely. That was a nice way to spend our day on Friday. It was gorgeous.
Darian says, I bet you were sexy back then, JC. Back then?
I think he meant me with my blue and my black hair and all that. Oh, Darian doesn't think I'm sexy. That's okay. We're all sexy in our own way. We can say that. Because I'm sexy and I know it. Right? Mm-hmm. We did pull out, we do have we have a new addition. Let me go grab this. Oh, I'll get it after. Our new Hoot Hoots.
Oh, okay.
That you picked up, which is part of our Christmas decor. It's adorable. We like owls, by the way, just FYI.
Yeah, we like owls.
That's one thing that we discovered kind of together. It's not like we're not going to be crazy collectors of tons of owls, but we have lots of little owl things that we pick up here and there. We just like owls.
Yeah, they're cute.
Do you guys have similar music taste? Yes and no. So, yes, we do in the sense that I sort of came of age in the 1980s, so the 80s music scene was part of my teenage years. And Juan Carlos, although he didn't...
I'm an 80s baby.
He's an 80s baby, and he loves 80s music, so we listen to a lot of that genre, the old new wave music we listen to. He's a fan of classic rock as well, as I am. He likes heavy metal. I can take metal in certain doses. I like Metallica. I like Judas Priest. Those types of music. So I will listen to that. I like country music. He's not as big of a country music fan, but we do share Shania Twain as an example. So, in general, we do have a lot of the same music tastes. But I like Broadway show tunes. You
I
can
can take a
you can handle it.
little bit of that, yeah.
And he's been to Broadway shows with me, and
And I like it, but it's like during the show is fine, but then like sitting on the car driving and listening to that, I can manage that for
for a few
maybe,
songs.
yeah. And I'm like, can we move to something else? Maybe First Wave on Sirius XM.
Yeah. That's your favorite. He likes First Wave. That's and so do I.
Darren replied and said that both of y'all are sexy. And Ricky, they're sexy, Darian. Shh, don't tell them. Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it, guys. That's sweet. But yeah, and then other than that, I mean, musically, yeah, and we have a lot of, I mean, obviously a lot of similarities and tastes, and those are the types of things that bring us together. And actually, when we met, it was an '80s themed music party that was going on on the cruise ship.
It was the throwback Thursday. No, wait, throwback video party or throwback music party?
Flashback.
No,
Videos.
I remember it was a throwback something.
Yeah.
It was a throwback something party.
Yeah. And they were playing music videos on the big giant screen up on top of the ship, and most of it was like 80s dance type music. So Juan Carlos is a big fan. I will tell you though that I'm not as big a fan of is boy bands. Juan Carlos is
that's my one of my 101 guilty pleasures.
When I found out he was a heavy metal head, and then he was like, I love NSYNC, I love the Backstreet Boys, I was like, what?
Well, I can't have the best of both worlds.
So yes, and so in honor of that, what did we do this year?
We went to see the New Kids on the Block on their mixtape tour.
We did, and we saw New Kids on the Block along with Tiffany and who else was Salt and Peppa, and who else was in that tour? All those different groups. Hello?
Salt and Pepper, Tiffany, New Kids on the Block, and Naughty by Nature.
Naughty by Nature, and there was one other, Debbie Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fun show, actually. I really had a good time. It was a good show.
Darian is asking, how do you all know that you all was gay? I always like guys. Well, the same way.
Darian, that's exactly how we knew. As far back as I can remember, I was attracted to the same sex. So, and there was no denying it.
And Tao is asking, I'm not a boy band gay myself, more like a diva gay. Do you guys like any diva? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, many divas alike. Britney Spears, Madonna.
You can't say Britney Spears is a diva.
Wait, I mean,
Her behavior is a diva, but she's not a diva.
anyway, she's anyway, I like her, and of course Lady Gaga.
Okay. What about classic divas?
Wait, I'm going there.
Okay.
And ¿cómo se llama? Ay, sí, I drew blank.
Come on, let's go old school.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I have her face in my head. Sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I like those.
My divas are Cher, Madonna. Okay, I'm not a big fan of Madonna anymore because the last couple of years I just feel like she's gone off the rails. But old Madonna, yep. I'm a big, huge fan of Bette Midler. And of course, I would have to give in my gay card if I didn't like Judy Garland, the original. And then, of course, the big divas like some of our soul sisters out there, like Sister Sledge and Aretha Franklin, little RESPECT. You know what you mean to me?
Whitney Houston.
Of course.
Sing
And
it.
Stevie Nicks, who said that? Listen, Stevie Nicks can do no wrong. She is my white witch. I love Stevie Nicks. I love Fleetwood Mac. Good call. I love it.
Ricky says
Ricky
the
likes
sounds of music.
Ariana Grande.
Is the only musical music I can listen to while driving.
That's actually a good soundtrack, Ricky, for driving. I would agree with you.
Divo is back. I'm back because sleep is for losers. So what do you do for fun outside of YouTube?
What do we do for fun outside? That's a great question. So what do we do for fun, Juan Carlos? Tell him.
Well, we are not like big party guys.
No.
Like, I'd rather stay at home than going to a bar. Kind of depending on the bar, but most of the time I'd rather stay home. And
Yeah.
so we watch TV together, some Netflix series, TV series. Sometimes he's just sitting there, editing a video or watching YouTube videos, and I'm here with my book, reading something, and we like eating.
Yeah, I mean, because we do enjoy dining out, we like to explore food. And we like to do that in the kitchen here at home too. So we like to experiment and try cooking new dishes. And so that's something we enjoy doing together. We have posted a couple videos of us cooking, but you don't see that all the time.
Get together with family also. I mean, that's mostly when we're in Costa Rica, because my family, they live like 5 minutes away from our house.
Right.
So they come all the time, or we go. So we spend a lot of time with my family when we go,
Right.
when we are in Costa Rica. With his family, they live not that close from us.
Right.
So it's less common, but we also do it.
So,
So,
yeah.
that's
And obviously, our YouTube channel reflects a lot of the other things we like to do for fun, which is travel and explore. And Disney is a huge part of our life, and it's only a couple-hour drive from here, so we like to go there. Otherwise, we're like what you see right now of us just hanging out. If we weren't talking to you, we'd be exactly like this on the couch. I'd probably be editing a YouTube video, and he might be reading a book, or we might be watching a show together on TV. We're pretty mellow. Good question. I like it.
Yeah. Someone is asking about Anita Baker. She's
I love Anita Baker.
no sé quién es.
You would know if I. A lot of times, what'll happen, he'll be like, "I don't know who that is," and I'll go to YouTube and I'll pull it up, and then I'll play a couple songs, and then you'll recognize. So.
And then I'll go to YouTube and I'll find a reference of The Simpsons, in
Yeah.
The Simpsons of that.
Yes, Juan Carlos. Most of his cultural references are based on episodes of The Simpsons.
Most of my cultural references of the United States.
Of the USA, exactly, are because of The Simpsons. It's fascinating to me because I'll be telling him about some, whatever it is, like life experience, something that I actually experienced, and I don't watch. I like The Simpsons, but I haven't watched it like he has, and he'll actually know that The Simpsons did an episode about whatever it is or whatever song it is. It's kind of funny. So, yes, Anita Baker is really good. I agree.
Then Stage Band says, I'm such a diehard Stevie Nicks fan that I have named 3 pets after her song titles. Wow.
Wow, what are your pets' names? I'm curious.
And then Amanda is asking, Juan Carlos, what type of books do you read? The book that I'm reading, usually I cannot read more than one book at a time. I like to finish one book and then start another one. But right now I'm reading Conversations with God, the second book by, I forgot his name.
Is it Sheldon something?
No.
I don't remember either.
Conversation with God's by, oh God, I forgot his name. I'll remember in a second. And before that book, I was reading 1984.
George Orwell's 1984.
Yes. And then before that, I was reading, I think it was Pet Cemetery.
Yep, Stephen King.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and before that I was reading what I was reading. When We Rise, and
Right.
also was reading the Donald Walsh is the author of the Conversations with God. That's
Yeah.
and I read the book number 1 too, and I already have the number 3, but I I need to finish number 2.
Yep.
And I'm also I'm not reading that one because I got it for free on Amazon listing. One that is called meditation something. I just forgot the name. Actually, let me check here.
He'll look it up. But yeah, he likes to read those books, and he likes to do a lot of self-help stuff too. A lot of things about meditation. Juan Carlos is very big into yoga. He does yoga pretty much daily, and also he's an avid runner and runs 5 to 10 kilometers a few times a week. So he's much more physically fit than I am, which is great, and it motivates me and to do more health-wise. Devo Lover says there's a great book. Let me see if I can read it while you're looking. Great book if you like computer science, because he's a nerd. It's called Algorithms to Live By. Juan Carlos would enjoy that because he's a nerd. I'm a nerd that would not enjoy that. I like to read books more like John Grisham, those types of mystery novels.
Why is not?
Oh, Darian loves Prince too. Doesn't see how he walked in heels though. Prince was a great artist. It's a shame he's no longer around, as was Michael Jackson. And
I don't know where can I find my app.
Can't help you.
Well, anyway, I'll find it later and you post it.
You might like the book, The Dalai Lama's Cat. It's cute. And Gio, I hear you. My husband is a Marine, and I'm the opposite. Gotcha, Amanda. Yeah, I like. It's interesting because when I read books, for me, I like to. I'm a visual person. A lot of people know, or you may not know, I'm a photographer. I've directed film and commercials and things of that nature. So I'm a very visual person. And one of the things that Juan Carlos is always like, because we can be in a public setting and I can be looking at people. I've never met these people, but I'm constantly making up stories in my own mind of who they are, how they met, what's their background, what are they doing, all of that kind of stuff. And I'll end up telling him sometimes, and he's like, he kind of looks at me like dumbfounded about how I can come up with all that stuff. But that's just the way my brain works. Whereas Juan Carlos is much more linear. He works in computers and programming and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's interesting that we connect so well together because we're both, the way we think is very different in many ways. So for me, when I'm reading a book, I need a book that really can give me a visual journey in my own mind as I'm reading it. If it's something very, very mechanical or linear or instructional, I bow out. It's just not for me. So I need somebody who's very descriptive, almost like a script writer who's spelling out, what does the scenery look like? What does it smell like? What is the
then you would
visual
love
reference?
Maria, a book that I had to read when I was in 3rd grade in high school. Was called Maria. Oh my God. They would describe everything, even every color of every leaf of every tree in the woods. And I was like, what were we talking about at the beginning of this book? I don't remember because you're spending like 20 pages just describing a leaf.
But that's how but when I tell a story, because Juan Carlos will get mad at me sometimes because I'll start talking about something and I end up going off in 10 different directions before I come back to what I originally started talking about.
I'm like,
right.
Why are we having this conversation?
So it's funny. Darian wants to know if we can walk in heels. Can you walk in high heels?
Never have, never try. I don't think I will.
So I need to answer the question honestly, and yes, Darian, I can walk in heels. And let me clarify, they were not women's heels, but I used to be an actor as well, and I did a lot of Shakespearean theater. And one of the shows I was in required the men to wear pretty significant. They were like 3-inch heels that we wore as our shoes. So I had to learn how to walk in those. Wasn't easy. What else we got going on?
They are people suggesting books. The you walk the wait. Donna is asking they you would then you would love Civil War book, the blue and
The
the
blue
gray.
and gray.
Mm.
Who would like that? Me, Donna? I would like that. Because that sounds interesting to me. Because I like history. Again, I can read history books or a historical novel if it's descriptive. So if that's for me, then I'll check that out. Sounds good. Wow, Darian or Devo, you have both personalities, linear and visual.
Wow,
Good
there's
for
a
you.
constant fight in your head.
Yes. Are you schizophrenic? No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm a Gemini as well, by the way, so I have like the dual personality thing. Supposedly. Maybe you should write fiction with all the things in your mind. Yeah, Tavo, that's one of the reasons I do write. I write scripts, and I visual storyteller as well. And
Rick
so,
is leaving.
oh, good night, Ricky.
Big hugs.
Take care. So, yeah, I do plan on writing a book at some point of kind of my journey in life and my adventures and things of that nature. It's so much easier for me to have the stories in my head than actually putting them on paper. Sometimes it's difficult, but I will do it. Devo says, oof, Geminis. Oh, yeah, we're a little cuckoo. But that's okay. So Donna, yay, it's a love story. I love a love story. Donna, who doesn't love a love story? Juan Carlos is not as sappy as I am, are you?
Huh?
When it comes to like love stories and emotional,
No.
right? Out of the two of us, who would cry the first at the Hallmark commercial? That would be me. For sure. Anyway, all right. Well, we are winding down ourselves. It's starting to get late. I'm not sure where all of you are tuning in from. Some of you are on the West Coast, so it's not too late. But over here on the East Coast, we're coming up at 10:40. So we're going to get ready to say goodnight in like 5 minutes more of our chat. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to shout out right now. Devo, happy birthday, pre-birthday. Coming up on Friday. How old are you going to be, Devo?
You don't ask those questions.
I always ask. I'm not afraid of my age. 52. It's just a number, right?
See.
Like the whole thing, people are like, ooh, you have an age gap. It's 14 years, people.
Panama.
Tavo's in Panama, just south of Costa Rica.
Maybe Panama, Florida.
Oh, are you in Panama, Florida, Panama City?
Panama.
I think he's in real Panama.
Panama.
What part of Panama?
Panama.
Oh, Devo, you're a baby. 24. That's awesome. Good for you. Congratulations. Are you turning 24 or are you turning 25?
He's saying I'll be.
Oh, he'll be 24. Okay. Mm-hmm. I remember my 24, 25, and 26. Those were like my favorite years of my 20s, I recall. 9:50 in Memphis.
No, real Panama. That's a no real Panama or no?
No, real. Meaning he's in real Panama. Favorite colors, and Amanda is 41. Husband is 10 years younger. You go, Amanda. My favorite colors. I have two favorite colors. My favorite colors are red, which I'm wearing one of them right now. And my other favorite color, do you know what it is? Curious if you even know.
Red right now and...
Who's that? Nope. What are your favorite colors?
Azul.
Yes, I knew. Juan Carlos's favorite is blue. azul. Mine are red, and I also like teal. I like that teal color.
Buenas noches, Donna.
Good night, Donna. Thank you for tuning in. Love and kisses back to you and to everybody. We appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Who can hawk better?
Oh, I don't know.
Now, come on, Darian. Do we need to end the night with that on loogies? I'm curious. Let me ask you, Darian, because I'm curious to know where did your fascination with that come from, with hawking loogies? I did that a lot when I was younger, and sometimes I still have to if I have a cold, but it's not something I do.
Kevin is back. And Divo and Tavo, I knew that. No, Divo and the Stagehand, they are both having the same birthday day.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Stagehand, you're turning 49. Devo's turning 24. Happy pre-birthday to both of you. Feliz cumpleaños. That's really cool.
And Stagehand, my boyfriend, is 23 years younger. Oh.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say, when it's matters of the heart and you're in love, age is totally irrelevant. Totally, totally irrelevant. Because I don't even think about it.
No, I don't.
Not anymore. No, totally don't even think about it. Other people worry about it more than I do, or more than you do.
Especially more than I do. I never.
And Kevin is 60.
Oh, nice.
Wow. We're all over the place with our ages, and I love it. That's great.
I like black and purple as a color combination. Well, actually,
That's a great color combo.
my always favorite. It's blue, but I also like purple. I love it. Actually, unknown fact. When I was in kindergarten, I used to ¿cómo se llama? Masticar. Bite the purple crayolas.
Crayon.
Yeah, I used to buy those because I love the color. So I want to know what purple color tastes like.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. And then my favorite right now is that bluish, like kind of greenish.
Bluish greenish.
Yeah, it's like a between blue and green. It's
Green.
I don't know how it's called, but it's actually very popular, like in fashion right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
sure.
like it.
That's cool. Let's see. It says, so Devo, you're gonna listen. I hope you do your vlogging. Bring your channel back. Focus on it. Don't go crazy. Even if you find something that you're passionate about or that you really enjoy talking about or filming, and go for it and just put it out there and see what happens. Don't be afraid of it. It is a commitment, but as we've said, that if it ever becomes work and something that we just don't like doing, or we feel like we have to do it and it's a pain, then we'll stop. But for now, we're not. For now, we like it.
Amanda's asking, so what does purple taste like?
Yeah, what does purple taste like?
It tastes like any other of the
Crayons
colors. It was disappointing.
You were sad?
I was sad.
And that's probably why you don't like purple anymore.
No, I do like it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm saying
I know you like purple, but
well,
maybe
I actually love ¿cómo se llama? Lavanda.
lavender. Yes, that's your
I love
favorite.
lavender,
Yes,
yeah.
that is true, and I like lavender too.
So
I like
let's
the
say
smell.
that purple tastes like lavender.
But not in a crayon.
No.
Crayons taste like crayons.
Yeah. Sad.
And do you say? Here's a question: do you say crayon or crayon? Because I hear people say it crayon or crayon.
Crayola.
We know it's Crayola. That's the brand.
I don't know. That's how I call it.
Crayola crayon or crayon.
Casperi.
What?
Yeah, Casper Tuyal.
Daniel
Hello. Hey.
Daniel says Fox News just confirmed that Bruce Willis committed suicide.
What Bruce Willis?
What?
Oh no.
That's horrible. If that's true, that's really sad news.
Oh no. I always thought that he was very handsome.
Yeah, he's a very handsome man and an incredibly talented actor. But wow, that's very sad news. I'm sorry to hear that. If that's true, hopefully it's not true. But if it is true, that's very sad news.
Yeah.
Mm. And Darian, okay, I get it. So your ex-boyfriend used to do that, and you just love seeing guys do that. Okay, well, good for you. It's something that we don't do very, very often. We have a neighbor in Costa Rica who does it every day. We hear him making that noise, which is funny.
Okay, let's put that on the side.
Yeah.
Topic. Let's.
Yeah, let's do that. So.
I hope that is not true. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, he died. Oh,
we'll have to tune into the news. Everybody tune in and check. But yeah, it is. It's always interesting this time of the year. It brings out a lot of emotions in people, and people carry a lot of demons in them. So I will say, we'll put it out there, and I'm going to put in honor of his memory if he did take his own life. And unfortunately, I've known many other people throughout my life that have done the same. There's definitely help out there. So for any of you watching, if for any reason you're feeling sad or you're feeling depressed or you're feeling lonely this holiday season, before you do anything drastic, definitely go. There's prevention hotlines. There's free services in your community. Reach out and look for guidance, look for help. Excuse us. Or send us a message on our Instagram or on our YouTube community tab or whatever. Because that's very sad when somebody takes their own life.
Well, I hope it's not true, but we'll see. The sometimes the social media goes crazy on the news.
Somebody else said he's fine. He's lying. Bruce Willis is fine.
So he's not lying.
So we'll see. Well, yeah, it's hard right now because he said Fox News said it, so maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. We're not watching the news right now, and we're not a news station.
So let's move to something else.
Yeah. So we're going to actually end our chat, but we want to end on a happy note, and so therefore we want to wish all of you a very, very happy holiday season. However you celebrate, we hope you have a great time. And as always, thank you for tuning into our channel.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Stay tuned. We've got several cool videos that we filmed that I'll be editing and posting over the next couple weeks. Lots of cool stuff to come. And we wish you guys, again, happy, safe holidays. We'll be doing another live chat before the end of the year. So we'll put a post up on our community tab to let you know. And as always, if you can, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Please do that. Share our channel with your friends.
Por favor.
Give us a thumbs up. I know that there's 10 of you in there. We got 11 likes. That's a good thing. So we really appreciate it. And as always, our mantra is happiness is a lifestyle. So all the best to all of you. And until next time, ciao, ciao.
Let us know if you want a video of our tree decoration day.
Yes, we'll do that. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Bye.